everybody. Our intentions
well, we dissect frogs in science class because they have similar organs. But we're not exactly saying that's why we have animal testing.
Do you mind if I ask your name?
Okay, what's your point?
Locke?
Yeah, that was the thing.
Why do we have animal testing then? Atrazine actually causes the frogs to turn into females.
Thank you, man.
It's a fact. I'm not kidding. I don't mean to be mean either. It's science.
3%.
I love this guy. I love this girl. I love you. You rule. You're my cousin.
That dude has a 3% thing on.
That is
yeah.
a 3%. There's a sticker on his bullhorn that has 3%. We don't associate with 3%.
Biologically, we're similar, but you're right. It's not the same. What's your point?
On his bullhorn, not mine.
He's got a lot of like stuff on his head.
He's probably a QAnon guy.
Do you believe Trump is Jesus or you're QAnon?
I said that I don't support Trump, that Trump is probably a Freemason, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, that he's working with the Democrats, that he faked the election, and all this stuff to actually have voter integrity and all this. The Transition Integrity Project was something that Trump never looked into for a reason. The Transition Integrity Project shows that both sides were working together. It's mostly an Israeli think tank and also Democrat think tank that came together and tried to stage out what the election would look like for the next year. It was a year ago when they had this, just like how they had the Event 201 with Bill Gates at Johns Hopkins University to stage out the coronavirus. They staged the coronavirus like 2 years ago. They had coronavirus drills 2 years ago. They had coronavirus drills 2 years ago, and it was run by Johns Hopkins University. And they are doing all the same things right now that they did in those tests. Coronavirus was a trial for the real bioattack that they're going to release eventually to kill everybody, just like the prince said before he died. They want to kill 80% of the world population. It's on the Georgia Guidestones. Look up the Georgia Guidestones then. Yeah, it's real. It's actually created by Ted Turner. Ted Turner is Rosicrucian.
So again, there's this one InfoWars whatever guy who's like been kind of arguing with everybody. He's like gotten onto like he's saying like Trump's a Freemason and just basically a bunch of, you know, I try not to like say like, oh, somebody's wrong or like whatever, but like, you know, frankly, there's one guy out here who's just saying like nonsense. But with all that being said, I did just want to do a little check-in here of, so far there hasn't been any kind of violence whatsoever. You know, obviously like there is that one guy who's arguing with people, but you know, the police have basically not had to do anything. They're mostly focused on protecting the State House. There's also like a dozen cops on the statue that people are arguing by. But again, you know, arguing, but so far nothing even kind of alluding to physical violence has actually occurred out here. And really pretty much everybody is roughly, I guess I'd say, on the same side with the exception of that one guy. But there's a few Trump supporters out here who aren't really like the primary aspect of the event, but have basically been able to kind of hang out with the Boogaloos without much issue. There's like black bloc clad Antifa folks as well who are pretty much hanging out with them. One transgender rights activist who has sitting down with a transgender flag. Basically everybody except for that one conspiracy theory guy are on the same side out here.
It's messed up. The ventilators are killing people on purpose so that these medical institutions can get money from the government. They're trying to kill people. People that die in car accidents are being labeled as COVID deaths. It's true. And a lady in Florida died. I forget her name off the top of my head. But I'll record it on my YouTube next video, what her name was. She died in Florida. She died, and she said that they were lying about the COVID numbers. They were lying about the COVID numbers. I'll bring it up on Rocco Bianco YouTube on my next video. Look it up. Whatever, dude. Do you have YouTube? What is it? Come on, tell us. Come on, you should go on InfoWars or something. You should go and debate Alex Jones about vaccines or something. Do you like the vaccines? You said mRNA vaccines are good, right? even though we don't know anything about mRNA vaccine science. mRNA vaccines are experimental, and they admitted that they want to experiment on black people, that they want to get them first. They want to give them the vaccines first. Why is that? It's just like the Tuskegee experiment.
And when we got this, dude, this is just
He's over there.
I just said John Bolton. That's how I knew. That's how I knew Trump was a liar. That's how I knew it. Once he put John Bolton in there, I was like, I'm off the Trump train. I'm off. I jumped off the Trump train at light speed, not warp speed, like Trump initiated, which is very Illuminati. If you think about it, warp speed is designed to force vaccines on people and have the military bring the vaccines to people's doors, and to allow vaccine companies to get away with manslaughter when people die from vaccines, or if they get Bell's palsy, like the nurse did. That was all on video. We see her face go numb, and she's a black woman. Quit laughing at her, please. It's very disturbing when she got the vaccine and she got Bell's palsy. Please don't. That's rude, dude. I'm trying not to be mean to you either, okay? I'm just trying to be funny. If you want to be honest. It's hilarious. The fact that somebody can say that they're a woman is hilarious. It's like Monty Python.
There's the Transphobia.
I don't want to go near it, man, because they're going to say we're trying to fight or something. I'm not trying to fight it. I'm just battling mine. It's an info war.
Hey, you've been rude the whole time.
It's about a debate. It's not about
Hey, this is a event on unity, guy. Unity.
I'm sorry, sir.
From a protest into a group tackling event.
Hey, guy, this was supposed to be a rally for unity, and you're over here.
I'm trying to say that they're trying to, DHS is trying to say that we're all terrorists, and you're saying I'm trying to divide everybody?
DHS hasn't been by my house, guy.
Hey man, they're spying on you all the time. They're allowed to get into your data. They're giving the keys to the city to these big tech companies, which are private, which is the definition of fascism. That's anti-fascist. If you want to be anti-fascist, you should go against big tech.
I am private businesses have
I mean, if you really want to be real, Trump didn't do anything about big tech censorship, okay? Both sides are to blame here. I'm independent. Okay, believe it or not, I don't vote for either side. I don't vote for either side. I'm saying the elections were rigged, though, because in Michigan, they're bringing these giant tubs of blank ballots. They're supposed to be putting on them. You can't even see them.
Hey, I actually thank you
We
because
don't know what the heck's going on.
actually brought a lot of us together.
There's an obvious screw job going on.
You know, it's absolutely
Video
hilarious.
evidence.
This was supposed to be a unity event, and guess what? We all unified in heckling of you, you fucking moron.
Periscript company.
Hey, you've done more for Unity today than I have in fucking 6 months.
Periscript is a company. Quit trying to make people hate me, man. I don't hate you.
You don't need help. Nobody's trying to make anyone hate you except yourself.
Don't
Quit
disrespect
lying about me. All I'm doing is pointing out.
Dude, nobody's lying
poison
about you. You
black
said
people
you're
with vaccines.
speaking.
What's more Black Lives Matter than that?
More stupid.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You need a bullhorn because no one can hear you. Sorry.
You know what's funny is I don't even need a bullhorn to speak.
Sorry, I didn't bring you for this. Okay. Skinny bullhorn. I would have handed you one. Okay. Why are you here then? What do you think? What do you think about what's going on? What do you think about the election? No one's heard of Periscript, the company that counted all the mail-in ballots. No one's heard of it. How about the First Amendment? Exactly, there we go, that's why I'm here. It doesn't matter, man. You can call me all the names you want. I know you guys just hate my guts because I like influence. I like Alex Jones. He was a Democrat. He was a Democrat during the Bush administration. So what? I was a big Democrat back then.
I am valid for hating this asshole.
No.
That should be respected. Thank you.
Hey, no one really cares about you, man. You can't debate me. All you can do is name call and have ad hominem attacks. You can't actually debate me about the science.
You brought up Tom Cruise. Fuck off.
Tom Cruise is a Nazi. He was telling people on his movie set to wear the masks and to push your mask up. Push your mask up over your nose. I hate Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise sucks. He's a Scientologist creepazoid.
I have to say Scientologist for it to say Scientologist.
Whatever.
He doesn't like the word science.
Leader. How about
This
that?
guy said we were supposed to talk about science.
Scientology is a lie.
Scientology is a deadly cult.
We have to save ourselves. Exactly. No one is going to fight for your constitutional rights but you. Yes, I agree with this guy more than anybody here with that sign. Nobody's coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. And they're taking our rights away incrementally and calling us all terrorists for questioning the election, or for being Antifa, or for being Black Lives Matter. Nobody's a terrorist if you're Black Lives Matter, if you're Antifa, or if you're a Trump supporter. You're a terrorist if you blow stuff up or if you talk about hurting people. Then you're a terrorist.
Name one right you have taken away.
Okay, jeez, dude, that was a loud one. I'll give you that.
Make sure you heard that.
Okay, so when you have these companies like Google, which are intimately connected with Homeland Security.
Name one right. Don't go on and on. Name one right.
Okay, the TSA putting their hands on you.
Right.
That's against your right of searches and seizures, the unwarranted searches and seizures.
Take a fucking bus.
No, I don't want to take a bus.
All right, that's not a right. That's a want.
What are you talking about? Transportation? Joe Biden said you don't have the right to drive, that you have to have a self-driving car. Joe Biden wants self-driver cars.
You're not going to go from Minority Report to iRobot. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, it's true though. Those movies are put out there to condition people into this technology.
Stop watching movies in 2004.
You're pro-smart city. You're a pro-smart city little Nazi. That's what you are. You want us to all live in a smart city and wear masks and put our heads between our legs and let Bill Gates screw us all. Just give us the vaccine, please. Give us the mRNA vaccine. We don't know how it works. Just put it into my arm. Just jab me with it. You don't care, right? Just do it.
Hey, can I ask you guys
I see who you are. You undercover
That's
guys.
the first part of that
You undercover something? Oh, you don't want to say nothing? You're undercover.
Who are y'all?
Clowns on Facebook now. They're out to get you by your eyes.
Very much intentional. They've never, ever had it, ever.
I hate people like that, man. Pretenders.
It's never, ever solved any accident. Never. It's experimental. By definition.
I like your shiny bullets.
That was
You gonna get up on a, you gonna mount something? Y'all know deer season, you know, rabbit season's in. Just shiny bullets.
They're trying to make the hold illegal. The comments
Like, actually gonna be shaking your hand because, like, are you a diversion? What's up? You guys sure are dressed to the nines for people who don't live in
I mean, they got you by your boots. They got you by the, hey, what you BB or BJ, what your gloves say? Because you didn't want nobody to steal them. You don't want nobody to steal your ID either? What's that flag for there? You scared to tell nobody who you are? Look, that right there, he's really scared. You guys got all your walkie-talkies on out there? Hey, get that guy away from me. Oh, get that guy away from me. I see you guys all passing over numbers. Hey, they all sit there and pass out a whole bunch of so now you guys are all synced in.
I don't believe so. Do you have any evidence of that?
I don't wear one down here. It's cold. I ain't never wore one down here.
So they seem to be.
Scared nobody? Y'all ain't gonna let
These three showed up.
beat your bitch ass.
When I went up to like film, I wanted to cover this place, and then I was just like, okay, whatever. And then other people tried to ask them. He won't even talk to the actual Googlers. Like, the Googler people were like, what are you doing? And they didn't say
As someone who has
And I'm a Pee-wee coach. I had my Pee-wees beat your ass.
People that ask those questions should not be demonized in any way.
You down here, what, for a show? Look, I came down, you gonna go take pictures of
Why are you calling me
everybody?
names?
Look
See,
what we
he's calling me
did.
names. He's the guy calling me names.
Perpetrating a fraud and shit.
Putting together.
What you're peeing for? You can write somebody's number down? Don't nobody want to date your dumb ass. Shit, look, his pants, he's trying to sag. Look, your shirt wouldn't go down far enough. Look, he got an overbutt. You wait for the game to come on so you get you a drink, can't you?
You want me to be arrested?
Hey, you almost think you saluting, ain't you? I'm military, motherfucker. You dumb motherfucker. Get that camouflage off. I'm gonna take that shit off of you.
Well, we're gonna make it so soul.
Stupid motherfucker. That ain't gonna be the first one I hit in the mouth.
The guy that played Iron Man, where they were in the jungle and Jack Black was
Bitch ass motherfucker, man.
the guy's name, and then he ran into the jungle with blackface. It's just a comedy. Like, people should be able to make fun of white people. They do it all the time. Like that movie How High, that's my favorite fucking movie. Watch that movie How High, guys. It's actually the best movie ever. And it's true. There's a lot of white people that are really milquetoast, like Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson's father helped run intelligence back in the day for the government.
Let's just try this. Alexa, when was How High made?
Phone's got to be going off right now. I'm older than you, so what? You're just a
If
little...
Burger King can do it, so
You
can
don't
we.
even know what's going on. I feel bad for you, man. I really do. You look fat. You need to get in shape. Go work out. Go work out, man. Seriously. I hate it when people don't take care of themselves. I hate that, man. Be healthy. You're killing us. You're making the country look bad. People come here and they see a bunch of fat people, a bunch of men that look pregnant, and they think they can take over the country, like China.
Have you seen Alex Jones?
Like China's doing right now, actually, with Joe Biden. And Hunter Biden. What do you guys think about Hunter Biden and the laptop?
You had a little an overdose on the brain force.
That's why Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait.
Just because you hate Alex Jones doesn't mean you hate me, because I'm not Alex Jones. I listen to his show once in a while, so what?
How do we know that's the
I've seen Alex Jones in the last couple of weeks. It's not Alex.
I want him to get posted on YouTube. So I joined a movement where they post Alex Jones videos, so what?
Alex Jones!
Malone said, I myself have almost had a form of psychosis back in the past, where I basically thought everything was staged, even though I learned now a lot of things aren't staged.
The biggest group
But like those three
Everything we see in the media is staged. Like this whole election with the Transition Integrity Project. That was all things taken out. There's Event 201 where they planned out the COVID
They said
release.
they'd be doing it for
Johns
4 hours,
Hopkins
but I'm guessing
University.
that they're
I mean,
gonna,
it's milquetoast, dude.
I'm guessing at some
Rockefellers
point they're
had
going to say, all right,
a
let's like
think
reconvene,
tank.
they'll have a few speeches.
Before in 2001, actually, there was the Dark Winter. The Dark Winter exercise was actually a medical martial law exercise before 9/11, where they had anthrax attacks staged out. And we all know that the anthrax was staged, that it was not terrorists that had the anthrax. But the anthrax
Where do we go from here?
actual military
I don't
facilities.
fucking know, man. He kind of.
That was all the Dark Winter
That's like
exercise was.
It's like everybody is united against this one
And
dude.
that's what Joe Biden said as a code word.
Like
He
I
said
said,
Dark
he's
Winter.
done more for
He was
unity
really
in the past hour than I have in 6 months.
The Dark Winter exercises before
Shit.
2001.
No one's even listening to him anymore.
Yeah, I suggest we don't even listen to this guy anymore. He'll go away eventually.
22nd and 23rd of 2001, where they had the Dark Winter exercises. And they actually planned out all the stuff that's going on right now with the masks.
Did you see that guy's
with the
sign?
medical martial
Joe
law,
and Poe must
taking
go.
our rights away with a medical glove. Okay, that's what they're doing. And now they're going to come in this next year. This is the year of the DHS coming in and calling everybody terrorists. And that's why I'm here, is to just point out that, hey, DHS, we're not terrorists because we support a free and fair election. We've been wanting a free and fair election for a long time. Back during the Bush-Gore election in Ohio, we had a lot of voter suppression, okay? I'm not partisan. I'm saying the voting machines are all rigged, and Periscript is a company that counted all the mail-in ballots, and they're totally phony too. Why should we trust them? That's another reason why I'm here, to talk about Periscript, because nobody's talking about it. Whatever, guys. I just think it's funny that I get demonized so much just for pointing out facts and doing a little bit of stand-up comedy. What happened to stand-up comedy? Jerry Seinfeld said that stand-up comedy is dead because of social justice warriors. But social justice warriors are all about smart cities and giving you a social credit score. So when they demonize you for talking about certain things, it's all about social credit score systems eventually taking you off of platforms and not letting you buy or sell. That's what it's all about. So when you say the wrong gender, that's job training for the social credit score system that's in China right now. That was brought in by Google, Dragonfly software. Look up Dragonfly software.
What was the other shit?
That's created by Google. And Google actually are the real terrorists because they're the ones who created all these narratives. They're the ones running all these lies. The media is covering up for these big tech companies, major, and getting us set up for social credit scores.
I got a headache an hour ago.
That's my whole point. That's why you're so offended. Because they're training you to be offended. Because they want you to take me off of certain credit systems and make me a second-class citizen for my freedom of speech. It's all about social credit scores. You guys are being used by big tech to turn free speech into a social credit score system. Do not fall into the trap. Okay? Do not fall into that trap. You guys are basically defending big tech censorship by saying I'm not allowed to say he or she. That is putting me into a social credit score situation, right? That's the whole point. That's my whole point. That's the whole point, okay? That's what the whole social justice liberty movement was all about, or whatever, social justice warrior movement. Not the liberty movement, because it has nothing to do with liberty. It has to do with taking your rights away and putting you into a social credit score system. That's why people get so fake offended. Like, there's no way somebody can get that offended if you accidentally call them the wrong word. It's all an act. It's all, they're pretending flag. Okay, just like Q. Q was a LARP. Okay, it was developed by Defense Intelligence. It was meant to make people think that 9/11 Truth are terrorists. They're trying to take over the 9/11 Truth movement with Q. And I'm a 9/11 Truth supporter. Those people have the right to say what they want about 9/11 and question 9/11, just like we have the right to question what happened to Ashley Barrett. We have the right to question all these things. We have the right to say what we want. He or she. And, okay, Emperor Xi from China isn't going to tell me whether or not I'm he or she.
Actually, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
So I love you guys. I don't even know what
Doing good work, man.
Thank you.
Man, they on his ass.
This has brought out like a little bit of everybody.
It has.
It's like a little like
But it's nice. It's nice
American
getting everybody out here
activist
and open up dialogue with people and shit.
it's better than shooting each other. Yeah. Like, I'm glad that nobody's like gotten into it.
He has to die already, and then nobody has to get hurt.
That's the whole point, man. You're gonna get mad at me. And I'm talking about big tech. It's big tech censorship. This guy's
That wasn't for Gonzalez to vote that way.
I have a right to say whatever I want.
And do you believe that if there had been evidence, he should have been impeached, or do you think it's not just about the process, it's that Trump should have been
Whole thing, everybody here into a terrorist. Okay? And they started out with 9/11, and you guys never admitted that 9/11 was an inside job. That's why you're in the Love it. Just admit this shit.
Oh my God.
Were you scared at all?
And you think that Trump didn't incite violence? Okay, gotcha. Why'd you go out? Yeah. He's trying really hard to act like it's really. Yeah, you think that the election was going on?
I think there was some unfair process that took place. States power. It's like
Whatever. I'm talking to these guys because they're
Yeah, same. I didn't like.
Yeah, I'm wearing my black leather.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of BLM folks.
I'm happy to join you if you want.
Huh?
I'm happy to join you if you
I
want.
was gonna say, if you want to join, that way we can get some stuff.
Yeah. You'll have a nice video of you talking to them.
Huh?
You'll have footage of you talking to them. So.
Oh no, that's not what I was going for. I just meant if you want to get like, so we
get
can
in
do like
on
a whole
it.
thing
Yeah,
too
well,
for more.
sure.
I care about you.
Thank you.
And everyone on your life feed knows it.
That's true. YouTube took it down, but I still got Facebook and Twitter.
Fair enough.
I'm a reporter with WKSU. I was wondering if you folks might be interested in talking with me about why you wanted to come out today and be here. You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I'm cool. I'm fine.
Okay, cool. So this is WKSU. It's for radio. Are you okay if I record our conversation?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yo, oh my God, why is the hell? You see it, right? That's a married woman you're calling out. Is it because she's black? Is it because she's black, she's a hoe?
So,
she's a welfare
if you wouldn't mind starting, if you're comfortable, just your name and where you're from.
I mean, I go by Blue, as everybody know me, but my actual name is Timela, and that's spelled T-I-M-E-L-A.
I want to know why they
I'm from Columbus, Ohio, but I was born in Queens.
You know who's a hoe?
The reason I'm down here is for solidarity. Like, I just want everybody to come together, and I feel like if we all come together, then we don't have nothing else to worry about. We can defeat everything that comes out of us all at once. So that's our reason.
Gotcha. How do you feel? That's sort of what the like some of the Boog Boys are saying. They're here for unity as well. How do you feel about all that?
I'm not. I honestly, my personal feeling, I'm not safe with the Boogs. Just like I'm not safe with the Proud Boys. I feel like if you're not fighting for the same cause, at least, then what are you fighting for? Because they say that they're fighting for everybody, as in everybody. Instead, you're not fighting for to get justice, to get solidarity, to get unity. They're not fighting for that. They're just fighting to be fighting. Like, so their cause is not the same.
And so you said you didn't feel safe with Boogs, you don't feel safe with Proud Boys. Then how do you feel about like being out there? I know you said you want to be here for solidarity, but how do you feel like being here on the ground?
I'm happy. I'm fine. Like if it's peaceful like this, I'm fine. But when they start getting rowdy, it's not like I'm scared, but it's like I have to be aware of everything that's going on. So I have to take a step back from everybody and watch my surroundings.
The Black Lives Matter movement here in Columbus and some of the protests that have been going on, there's been really heavy police response and at times very violent police response. The response here has been very hands-off. How do you feel about that? If you want to comment on that type of thing?
You talking about like Black Lives Matter killing black people, or?
Well, I mean like the difference in police response to like this demonstration compared to like a Black Lives Matter demonstration. That's sort of.
Well, I don't feel safe with them either. Like, the Columbus Police Department is fuck 12. Like, they're no help. That's what I said. Like, if we all come together, I'm talking about as a cops too. If the good cops outweigh the bad cops, then it will be a more peacefulized world. Like, we won't have to worry about nothing. Like, everything will be so much calmer. We won't have to worry about a police officer going out to go kill a black person because they're black, or a white police or a black person going to go kill a white person because they're white. Like, we won't have to worry about none of that. So I feel the same way like I feel about the Proud Boys. It's fuck 12 until we get the good cops.
Thank you so much for talking with me. Was there anything that you'd like to add or anything we didn't talk about that you'd like to?
Oh no, I'm a part of an organization called the Downtowners. So yeah, that's what my organization with.
Okay.
So yeah.
What are they about?
Oh, we're Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're part of the Black Lives Matter. We're just a team. We're an organization.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for your time.
You can go in the store and buy it. It's up to the person. They'll take your ass to jail if you don't know the law. They let you buy it. You know, people are right there like just like my camera. That's from the car. I just feel like it was too much rain. Who else is going to train you?
I wouldn't suggest owning one without knowing about it.
All about safety. No, I mean, a lot of people are right. They don't like it when the government gets involved because they don't trust them. Well, maybe that's half of you guys too, because it's elected first you get elected. It doesn't help the reader, but it's not just you, it's everybody, it's society. We all got things in people who have our interests. We all got codes. And we allowed to talk about that. We elected a lot of people who get elected who don't have our interests in heart. And then they start pitting us against each other. It's visual stuff. Once you have a conversation, you realize agree on everything. If you agreed on everything, this would be a boring show. That 2% brings dialogue and discussion. We live in a free society where we need to be able to discuss it. Why is the press talking?
That's the truth, though. That's the truth. I think a lot of people are too old to be government.
What do you feel about term limits?
You got to get the right to bring up everyone's part. You should have to at least be aligned with hypo governors, and we have no say.
Qualified immunity, I think, is one of the things that most everybody can agree on. It should be removed right now. Qualified immunity.
Saying out to him.
Doesn't matter whether it's Donald Trump or what he my
Let me go.
Also, society is able to rights.
Next time I need a book reading going on, I'll call her.
Better not be fighting.
Don't forget to me.
Why do they use it for satanic? Because they painted the picture so me and my friends have gone to beaten and got maced and tear gas and arrested all fucking summer, and they're just out here strolling about because they're racist! Fuck off!
You're the only laughing stock here. You're fucking
The dog is cold. Go to Dollar General. Hey! No, get the fuck off, dude! Get the fuck back! Get back! Get back!
I gotta get back nowhere, bitch.
Bullshit! You are actually in fucking personal space. Get the fuck back!
You come to my space.
Bullshit! You just fucking walked up on everybody!
Guys, that's dog, Jesus!
You just hit me, dipshit. That's personal
You're in my
space.
ear, dude.
Can you imagine bringing a dog?
Get back.
Get the fuck out, dirty dog. Get a proper dog purse. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Talk that shit, but you ain't gonna do nothing.
You the bitch. You the one backing up.
Scary ass, man.
How does it feel for a long time?
Alright, this guy doesn't need that much attention. He's got cameras on him now. It's like he's getting off on this. Like let's he's just like fuck this guy. Like let him run off.
It's not gonna happen.
Focus on something else. Alright. He doesn't need this much attention. Like, he loves it.
Free country, judge not, and thou shalt not be judged.
That's not the quote,
Free
man.
country, free country, judge not, and thou shalt not
Why
be
does the dog have
judged.
to go through this?
I have the
He
right
needs
to
sympathy,
stand
that's what he
here.
needs.
I have the right to say what the hell I want.
What's your dog's name?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Dog shiver. Why don't you take it home? Get it warm.
My dog's fine.
Doesn't look like it.
She's fine. She shivers all the damn time.
Why?
Okay. Okay.
Dog wants to know why you got that dog down here.
He needs his sympathy. That's what he needs.
Put that dog in your coat, man. Cold as hell, man.
I'm worried about it.
That's fine, bro. Because you fine, man. Put that dog in your coat, man. Be respectful to the dog, man.
Put it in your coat.
For real, bro.
My sign says.
Are you embarrassed?
No, I'm embarrassed.
Too scared? Too
You
scared!
gotta hurry up and just be a man.
I'm a man. Tell me my dog at home.
I only abuse my dog in the freezing cold.
I was very rich and kid that had like the with the fucking
Wu-Tang is forever.
Wu-Tang's wonderful.
Until we get out.
Yeah.
You seen it this morning.
He doesn't know.
Bend at the knees.
Gave out
Oh, hell no.
I do them, but I don't want anybody else to feel embarrassed.
Thumb push-ups?
Like today when we were video was like big there are a few of those all the
We got them all out now. Disagreeing with the girls who's just standing
Stop giving racist platforms!
That's a racist
She's not white, is she black?
anything I say,
She can't be racist because she's not white. I'm just asking you a question. So your wife can't be racist because she's not white? That makes no sense.
Because he's racist. That's why he's out here. That's why everyone's racist.
What's illegal?
Stop giving racist platforms. 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 Stop
giving racist platforms.
You people are very confident in your position, aren't you? That you
Yeah,
won't
you
know.
won the election.
Letting free information flow. And you just want
Is that why you're mad? Because our vice president
totalitarian
is Kamala Harris? Are you intimidated by the vice president's skin? Are you upset because Joe Biden is the most diverse cabinet in American history? Is that what you're upset about? Is that
Clarence
what you're
Thomas
upset
is the
about?
best. Don't you love Clarence Thomas?
I'm asking a question. I don't have to answer shit you say. You don't ask me a damn thing. I don't gotta answer nothing. But I know you're just mad because Kamala Harris is in the White House.
You don't know shit.
And she's not white. Clearly, you don't know shit.
You don't know shit.
That's why you
You're
gotta
telling me
talk
what I
that
think.
on. That's why you
don't know
gotta
what I
talk
think.
because you don't know shit. I know a lot of shit. Stop giving racist platforms. You're the one that let women drown you out, so you're not shit.
Stop giving racist platforms.
Stop giving racist platforms.
Stop giving racist platforms!
Your face. You came over to me. You think Donald Trump is a plenty of fucking room to walk. Go ahead. You think Donald Trump is a fuck about you? He doesn't. So you don't know shit. Like I said, are you pissed because Kamala Harris is going to be in the White House? Yep. Kamala Harris, you're intimidated by her skin. You're intimidated because Joe Biden has the most diverse administration ever. And openly gay people. Oh, I hope you Trumpies can roll. This is sweet justice for 2016. That's why you're out here, because the vice president is black, and I'm not hearing nothing else.
Y'all are gonna need therapy after this, I'm just saying. You guys are going
have
to.
let Hillary win, maybe there wouldn't be a black person in the White House, so that's what she did.
We're fucking masses. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. We're all wearing masks.
I believe that it's important to understand why you're not.
Because they're racist. That's the fucking belief. Stop giving racist platforms. Stop giving racist platforms. Stop giving racist platforms.
Not in your face, guys. Not in your face. It's literally doing exactly what you're saying.
You're so
I can't.
patriotic, right? You're so the First Amendment.
No, I don't think so.
He's a clown.
Okay, so the Texas case.
I will when this guy stops giving racist platform to say shit. He does not need a fucking voice any more than they've had a voice in 400 fucking years. Time to shut the fuck up and piss off.
Piece of shit. How about that?
Clarence Thomas is a rapist and a fascist, by the way.
And it's not going to matter.
Is a racist, sexist child molester.
46th president will be
Fuck you for supporting.
Y'all are trying to steal it from us. That's the stop the damn steal. I'm not having shit get stolen from Joe Biden. That's why I'm out here. Stop that.
Why the fuck are we even debating this?
That's the damn steal.
Exchange phone numbers and fuck off.
Like I watched the hearings. Like I really appreciate you.
That's the damn steal. Y'all are trying to steal it from a duly elected president.
They're trying to steal Democratic votes, not Republican votes. Let me break this one out from 2000. Donald Trump only cares about his votes.
I watch CNN a lot to see what's going on over there. NBC.
Guy watches news. Wonderful.
Yes, what sources?
Cool. I'm actually not even talking to you, so.
Of course he's going to say no. He's an idiot, but he said I'm stupid and I don't know shit. There's not institutions. You're stupid. You don't know shit.
That's not what he asked. Black people have been allowed to vote for less than 60 years and you're saying it's not an issue? Fuck off.
Allocate different things based on your race. They're going towards
Oh my god. What?
Man, I'm white and I have never faced racism. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, that time I did actually talk to you. I should apologize for that. I did actually direct that at your ass.
As long as they're not yelling in my ear, it's fine.
That's not
okay, well then I'm definitely going to talk to you a lot more.
Does your button say don't yell in my ear, or does it say I support free speech?
This isn't Full Metal Jacket. You can't write don't scream in my ear on your helmet. I'm really sad about family video breaking up, so I'm just doing whatever I can here.
Where's your button for that?
You need to get a button made. You should fucking know better. Don't be talking to him. You're fucking welcome, buddy. Believe me, every single thing that you said was not information.
That's totalitarian.
It's really, really not.
Like the impeached president is trying to do, right? Like the impeached president trying to do on January 6th.
Hey, whatever happened to 2016, fuck your feelings. Whatever happened to fuck your feelings. Bring that shit back.
This is my home. My home.
Yeah, you should be.
That's horrible.
You are literally contributing to it, you fucking asshole.
Why not? He's the president. That's why you know anybody can be the president. Come on. I love the music. You know me, I love the pop. Hello. I agree with you.
Sorry, I'm not saying these things.
I didn't honestly hear what you said.
Yeah. Well, I'm live, so I mean.
Criticizing other journalists. That's all. I didn't really hear what happened, but it didn't make sense.
Just want to see us and say racist. You guys have guns.
It's not a fashion statement. It's like
We don't.
Sorry.
Like we do a lot of work with BLM.
literal. I'm not being mean.
Oh, that
We have contacts with BLM here. They were like, hey, meet us over here and
Who's
with our security
BLM?
guys.
Yeah,
Black
who's
Lives
BLM?
Matter.
Who? She's at home.
I understand what they're saying. It's not one person.
I agree, it's not one person, but do you just want me to out them?
Out them.
Oh, you mean you're claiming that you're
The closet? I don't know what that term
I'm
is.
a subject.
Oh, do they do
Whoever you're talking to doesn't work.
So that Black Lives Matter protest that happened last week didn't happen? They weren't real?
I know that you think every protest with a black person is called Black Lives Matter.
Oh, except for the fact that it said Black Lives Matter on their flags.
The Casey
Goodson Jr.
Yeah, it's
Black Lives Matter.
put on by a liberal who has never done organizing before.
I don't know who said it.
get like accepted into Black Lives Matter.
done anything with other organizers.
I mean, I'm asking a question.
I don't know what goes on down there.
I know, but they are not a part of a lot of.
Wait, what about Twisted Tea?
That's just
Really?
I prefer.
I thought that's what the gas station thing.
I'm so bored all of a sudden.
Yeah, no.
Overwhelming wave of
Well,
boredom.
that Trump dude left, so now
Is there
there's
anyone else
nobody
fun?
You didn't? Were you not here when that Trump dude was down? That girl?
He was eating frogs.
No, he wasn't. Was he really?
What, the QAnon?
I was like, I'm recording.
The guy that was yelling at me earlier?
They're not super good at that. That guy, he did your mouth. Here's my thing.
Just the one I had handy.
It's perfect. So just take the boo-boo stuff off and we don't have a problem anymore, man.
Are you
And I say that yeah, but like one step at a time.
I can only speak for myself. Boog's name died a while ago. Personally, I just say it's part of the Liberty movement.
Liberty movement?
Yes.
Great. Do you consider yourself a libertarian?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know enough political shit to quite identify, but I do know my beliefs. They don't follow any political affiliation. Yeah.
You're just out there in the ether, going this way and that way.
Never voted.
We don't have a hierarchy. We don't have a hierarchy. Last Wednesday trying to put up the fight. More of an idea. Was that you? I think that was you.
No, I was out here last Saturday.
Okay. You look like somebody else that was here last Wednesday trying to split up the fight.
Yeah, that shit was bullshit last Wednesday.
Everybody. Yeah. And everybody. Hey, honestly, we've had. Taylor. We just had this date. Angle thought. Wow, that works.
I'm playing more.
That's what
This is what it is, man. Opening dialogue, getting to know your fellow
It's
citizens.
just far enough out.
That's pretty much all I want to do. I just want to
We're not out here against anybody.
You just want to make sure everybody understands.
Yeah, fuck that. But other than that, we're out here with the people, man. We're trying to stand with our fellow brothers and sisters, At the end of the day, that's what it's about, coming together as a community.
Absolutely.
Ain't no sense in sitting there fighting with each other and, throwing shade and talking shit. We got to come together and fix these burnt bridges.
We don't have to hate each other.
There's no point in hating each other, man. We're all fighting the same fight. We're all fighting the same
That American
fight.
dream. That's it.
That's all anybody wants.
That's all it would. A little bit of money.
I hear that.
Smoke a little bit. Don't hold it chill. Raise my kids like happy.
Exactly.
That's all I want.
Exactly. At the end of the day, man, we were born free, and that's the way it should be. People take care of themselves, worry about themselves. We don't need the government trying to take care of us.
Well, you can join our conversation if you like. There you go.
Enjoy just this little interaction.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming up and talking to me.
Definitely. Thank you.
Stay warm, brother. You too.
storming what happened. Like literally, our state is wasting millions of dollars on all this underground. We have been hosting marches. It's crazy.
So how much money did they blow on all these they gave y'all number from yesterday. How much money did they blow yesterday? Nobody was down here. I don't handle it. What did they do on the number two, y'all? Y'all get them active damn stimulus checks. But y'all get paid an hour, 30 something an hour, combat pay. That's a lot of money y'all just wasted 2 days in a row.
Y'all not close.
I'm freezing. I was trying to talk to him when was really hard with that.
It's football, boys. You playing in the football with
They only last for 7 hours on one day. Enough for that day, though. I'm just letting you go.
educate me as to what that statue is all about?
I'm pretty sure it's like a World War I monument.
That the Ohio military did a lot of great things down there.
Do you think this has been going well so far?
Huh?
How do you feel about how the event's been going so far?
Honestly, it's been great, dude. Everybody's been real polite. I mean, that guy yelled for quite a while, but I think the cops they've been great. They've been professional. They haven't said nothing weird. It's great, honestly. And I've been hoping to get a little closer with the BLM guys, but I'm not from here, so. This place is beautiful, honestly. I'm loving it. Columbus.
protect this camera. The umbrella's like falling apart, but.
I thought that was the reference. Yeah.
Everybody's out there like shaking, like trying to stay in that attention. Like, you're like, stop moving. All right, give me 20. You're moving. We're supposed to be moving in the position of attention.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't snowing.
Ridiculous. There's no racism here. You little brainwashed. Go home. Go home. There's no racism. If you see color, you know who's racist? People that pretend that they not see color. Because he's freaking white, I'm freaking black.
disagree and still be friends. This guy supports Trump. I don't support Trump, but I respect his right to support who he wants. This guy is out here being American. He's doing the right thing.
It's my freedom, baby.
He's making sure his grievances are heard.
Yeah. And guess what? I was adopted, bitches. This is America. It's my freedom. And I'm going to stand for President Trump.
You are free to do what you want.
I am.
We might not agree on politics, but you are an American, and I love you.
Let's go. That's what makes us beautiful, guys. There's no point.
You be safe, dude.
Be safe, man. I'm the safest person on this right now, like on this block. I'm the safest person.
We might not agree on Trump, but
that's
the
okay.
ball is coming out here.
You can believe in whatever you want, and I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in. I respect people, and there's no reason to freaking things be storm like that.
Is it out of the question?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Thank you, bro. This is unity right here.
This is unity. Like, are you a Democrat?
No, I'm actually a libertarian.
Okay. But at the end of the day, Donald Trump won the election.
Yeah, I might not agree there.
Yeah, I don't care what you think. I just I'm gonna stand for my truth.
Right. No matter who won, America lost. I told you somebody would give me a hug. Is that a good moment?
Felt like a real moment.
I don't care about people's politics, man. We are all peers here. We're all equals.
Yeah.
You catch those ladies calling us all kinds of names?
Yeah, I got some of that. I mean, honestly, it seems like some people are kind of into the idea of like all getting together, and there's some people who are.
Some of them just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Did you see his shoes?
assign myself this seat out of being out.
We got called racist white supremacists, and then I hugged you back.
I was like,
Yeah, no. I was getting the I Can't Breathe patch on your.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have the patch that says I Can't Breathe?
I remember. You were one of them? I was out here through the whole fucking summer, man. I was homeless at that time. My grandma took me out.
Awesome, thank you.
Did you get everything?
Yeah.
She has one top blackjack to stand next to
Glad to see that. She thought there's no BLM. Yep. Look at the guy with the flag.
There's no such thing as BLM with that flag. And then I was like, okay, then how do you get in? She was like, you can't just say you're BLM. I said, then how do you get in? I said, you gotta apply.
Protest like.
Protest photography.
And I said, oh,
Especially considering violence.
Right.
yeah. I was like, okay.
Beautiful.
It's like these guys are not proud. I'm not real worried. These guys are real. Oh yeah, of course. I'm sure people are gonna figure it out anyway. We got like a whole fleet of people on Twitter trying to talk about it. They've been trying for like 3 months to figure out who I am. Really, they've only found one picture of me with my face uncovered. So I mean, they're gonna get around now. I will easily. Oh yeah, there's bunches here. I'll try to see
I just want to mind you. God bless you. Where you guys from?
Yeah.
See, my issue that I got with that is how I just don't care.
This, how's this compare to what you guys were expecting? Okay. I think that's a good thing. Absolutely. Yeah.
Make your voice be heard. Really chatter between yourselves. I spent $70 for 200 rounds. A couple months later.
Yeah, I mean, I know for the group of guys that I'm out here with, our ROE is, we de-escalate and disengage. We have no interest in any tangles, we appreciate you doing your job too.
All right, well, stay warm.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
Have you been happy with the way that law enforcement has been acting here so far?
Yeah. They seem respectful.
We try to work and make sure that there's a good relationship, so that way, anytime that we come down here for protests or rallies or anything like that, we're not typically going to be the ones that will be looked at for instigating or starting anything, because we're not down here to instigate or start anything. So
we can't really say we're here for unity and then exclude a whole group of people just because they're wearing blue. They're people behind those uniforms, just like we are people behind our
Tim
masks.
Cook was flying alone from Portland to Los Angeles last week when flight attendants realized
really
he might need some help. Cook is both blind and deaf, so the flight attendant it for the signing into his hand
None of our
so
rights
he could
get to trump anybody else's rights.
It's now been
Even
shared
if you're
over
a
half a
politician,
million.
you don't get to, your rights aren't more important than anybody else's rights.
My live stream doesn't back up.
Sorry? Oh, okay.
So you said the interview from last night's already off of YouTube?
No. It was So I'm live right now on an app that does Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and apparently like roughly 45 minutes in, YouTube like took it down. But I believe I'm still live on Facebook and Twitter, and I assume the interview is still up, but I don't actually know.
Yeah, and there's not been a scrap of violence here.
Yeah, no. YouTube sometimes cites this policy that says you can't show the transporting or handling of firearms live.
Yeah.
Like, their idea is basically that, like, they don't want someone to, like, you know, get shot on a live stream, but, like, I mean, there's a difference between, like, you know, someone strapping a GoPro on and committing a crime versus, like, I'm at an armed rally. Nobody's, like, trying to, like, you know, whatever. I think we should see this to the end. I mean, they're going to go back.
There's no possible way I can drive 8 hours. Like, so logistically, I'm just saying, like, also I can't drive in the night, like this much in the night, like completely. I'm just telling you, like, it's a choice we got to make. Like, I physically can't do that.
Okay. I mean, I suppose I could drive part of the way. Like, would it help you?
We're gonna get in at like midnight.
I mean, if it allows us to, like, see the whole thing. I mean, it is your car. I'm not, like, if you're sort of vetoing it, like, we could go. But I think it's dangerous to leave before a thing ends.
What's happened? There's nothing happening.
Well, their idea was to reconvene their rally and then like end it. So at some point, there's going to be some we're wrapping up speech. They had originally said their intention was about 4 hours. We're 2 hours 43 right now. To be totally honest, my guess is that they're going to cut short faster than that. I mean, people are leaving, but I mean, there will be some, like, more solid, like, this is over point, and I tend not to try to, like, I feel like shit if something happens after we leave.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit longer. I may go to the car.
Yeah, of course. For sure.
I would never take that.
You guys have been talking about it. It's like, you just gotta know your rights.
But even if you know your rights.
But, and like the BLM community, Casey Goodson Jr. had a valid CCW. I don't care if you saw him with a gun or not. He was legally carrying a firearm, and he was gunned down for it. You see that happening to me here today?
But the thing about that, okay, if we can get the cops to be charged the exact same way we would get charged and get rid of their qualified immunity, okay, it would be just fine. Like right now, any one of them cops, right now, shoot me in the face point blank, I fall down dead. They're not going to jail. We know this. We know this for a fact. We've all seen it happen. They are not going to jail.
They're not going to jail.
Let me walk over there and shoot one of them in the face. I'm going underneath the jail, most likely going to get the death penalty.
Right.
And that's the problem that we have. Like, there's certain, certain races get certain privileges, certain people get certain privileges, and we all don't get treated the same when we're all supposed to be the same. And that's what causes that issue. That's what caused that riptide in between us. It's like, okay, well, they going out here doing this, but if I go out here and just do this little, not saying that I'm a criminal, but if I happen to go out and do the exact same thing, how come I'm getting charged more than what they get charged? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just based off of, like, a personal experience. Like, I got pulled over for an improper lane change, okay? And they're trying to charge me with a felony. All because I was a part of an organization that was trying to stand up for black rights, everybody's freedom rights, what I'm saying? Just trying to be a voice. And it's crazy. Like, it's literally on video. You can hear the Chinese cop chambering the weapon. He grabbed the AR-15, grabbed the magazine, and popped it up in there. For whatever reason, I don't know why he did that. I got it right here on my phone. Yeah, because they tried to say that I had the gun cocked and loaded, ready to go. See, when you're traveling, and I don't have
you have that improper transfer.
No, listen. Okay, so it's like, when I don't have a CCW, okay, but I still know my Second Amendment rights. Okay, when you go to sit there and walk around, you can openly carry out here in Ohio, as long as you don't have one in the head. Okay, when you go to transfer your weapon, okay, you need to have it all separated to where you can't just sit there and grab it, try to make something happen. Okay, I sat there and had the AR-15 in the back seat, magazine in a glove compartment box. Okay, and after that, ammunition in the trunk. It was all separated, so I would have had to get out of the car to make anything happen to begin with anyway. So it's like, and it just took everything. They did.
And you had the video that that the sound comes on.
Yeah, that the sound comes on. And the thing that I'd like to have would just be the dash cam footage of the Chinese cop actually being up there messing with them.
Like, because when we got to the garage, okay, the cop doesn't pull the weapon out of the back of their car, out of their cruiser, and the bullet's hanging out the side like this. And they're trying to say I had it chambered, cocked, ready, aimed, ready to go. Then he tried to sit there and try to tell me in the interrogation room. He was like, well, look, this is maybe what happened. Okay, maybe you were trying to dechamber it, or maybe you were moving too fast. Can you say that now? I was like, you and I both.
Invitations out.
Which is still like, why are you it's unfortunate he couldn't be all the way right.
God bless y'all.
From far left to far right, and it's just there to help kind of build the community. It's not specifically a march on like storming the state house. Like, that's not what today was about at all. That is not at all what today is about. A lot of mainstream media and even our own government pushed that that's what today was about, and it's not. This has been planned for months, even before November's election. This day was planned to do this same thing. Hopefully this can help curb the riots and the violence against each other in order to help people realize that at the end of the day, most of us just want the same thing. We want equality for everybody, and we want equal rights, and we want liberty and freedom. The American people just want to be left alone to be able to be free. A waste of tax money, really. This is a peaceful protest which we have demonstrated all day. There hasn't been a single fight, there hasn't been a single act of violence. It's just been words and communication. And this here, there's no reason for it. There's no reason. There's no reason to be wasting millions of our taxpayer dollars for a unity protest. It's a unity rally. It's here to just bring people together so they can have a platform to speak about their grievances and their thoughts and opinions and their ideas.
Yeah.
You're both
cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You guys with anybody or just on your own? Awesome.
All right, so I had intended to stay basically until everybody left, but at this point, rather than it being kind of like a set leaving time, people have kind of been fizzling out for a while. And so I think, as the snow is kind of increasing and we've got an 8-hour drive ahead, I am going to wrap the live stream here. I'll be on field probably for a couple more minutes in case anything happens before I head out, but otherwise I'm going to be heading out and I will be filming a similar demonstration in Richmond tomorrow. So as always, like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon. Thank you for sticking with us on Facebook and Twitter. I also had this live stream going on YouTube, but apparently it got removed, so that sucks. Again, thank you for watching and sharing. I'll have HD footage up later, and I have contributors in several other states filming as well, so thanks again.